Last video, already I have explained time domain approach to analysis of convolutional encoder. In this video, I am going to explain time domain approach to analysis of convolutional encoder with one example. See the convolutional encoder diagram. This one is M, current message bit, M1, M2, previous two successive bits. Here modulo 2 adder here, connection. This one is X1. Second one is the second modulo 2 adder. From M bit to second modulo connection is there. To second modulo 2 adder. From M2 also some connection is there. Here this one is X2. This one is output. First one and second. Message input. Message input. First one. For the convolutional encoder shown in above figure, determine the following. First one, dimension of the code. Second one is output is X. Second one is code rate. Third one is constraint length. Fourth one is find out the generating sequences. The generator sequences. That means impulse response. Fifth one is here. Fifth one is find out the generator matrix. Find out the generator matrix. Sixth one is find out the output sequence. Find out the output encoded sequence for the given input for message sequence. Message sequence of M is equal to 10011. Here small m represents current message bit. Current message bit. M1 and M2 previous two successive bits. Previous two successive bits. This is also called as represents the state of the convolutional encoder. State of the convolutional encoder. Here X1 and X2 are two outputs. That means N is equal to 2. First one is dimensions of the code. First one solution. Dimensions of the code. Dimensions of the code is represented by small n, comma, small k, comma, capital L. Where capital L is called as capital L is called as constraint length of the convolutional encoder. Convolutional encoder. Small k is the number of inputs to the convolutional encoder. Number of inputs to the convolutional encoder. Usually small k is equal to 1. Small n is the number of outputs of the small n is the number of outputs of the convolutional encoder. Generally, constraint length L is equal to m plus 1, where m is called as number of flip-flops will require to store the previous 2 successive bits. In this example, 2 successive bits m1 and m2. M1 and m2. M1 and m2 are the previous 2 successive bits, m1 and m2. That means 2 flip-flops will require to store the successive bits. 2 plus 1, that is equal to constraint length is 3. Number of outputs here number of outputs x1 and x2, n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2. Number of outputs x1 and x2. Small k is equal to 1. Small k is equal to 1. 1 bit, the encoder accepts 1 bit at a time. That means small k is equal to 1. Therefore, dimension of the code is n small k L. N is 2 outputs, k is equal to 1. Constraint length is 3. 2, 1, 3. Second answer is code rate. Code rate is represented by capital R. That means small k by small n. Here small k is 1, n is 2. 1/2 rate convolutional encoder. Third answer is constraint length. Constraint length of the convolutional encoder is represented by capital L. That means m plus 1. 2 flip-flops will require to store the previous successive 2 bits. In this example, m1 and m2. Previous 2 successive bits are m1 and m2. That means 2 plus 1. Constraint length of the convolutional encoder is 3. Fourth one, find out the generator sequence. Here, 2 outputs are there, x1 and x2. Generator sequences are nothing but the impulse responses of the adder. Impulse responses of the adder. That impulse response is nothing but the output of the adder when input to the convolutional encoder is m is equal to 1, 0, 0, and so on and so forth. Again, I will redraw the circuit diagram here. This one is M, M1, M2. Input to the convolutional encoder is the impulse function. Here x1 is equal to g of 1. X2 is equal to g of 2. G of 1 and g here n is equal to 2. Therefore, generate sequences are also 2, g of 1 and g of 2. Here capital M is equal to 2. Here capital M is equal to 2. Therefore, g of 1 is equal to g naught of 1 and so on, gm of 1. G naught of 1. Here m is equal to 2 flip-flops will require to store the previous 2 successive bits. That means G2 of 1. Therefore, G of 1 is equal to G0 of 1, G1 of 1, and G2 of 1. And similarly, generator sequence G2 is equal to G0 of 2, G1 of 2, G2 of 2. The generator sequences are nothing but the impulse responses of an adder. First adder and second adder. These impulse responses are represented by G of 1 and G of 2. When input to this convolutional encoder is an impulse function, this is an impulse function. With value is 1, 0, 0, and so on. Now find out impulse response. This is a message sequence M. X1 is the output of the first flow modulo 2 adder. X1 is the output of the modulo 2 adder. The generator sequence is GF1. X2 is the output of the modulo 2 adder. The generator sequence is GF2. In both the cases, input message vector is 1, 0, 0, and so on. This is an impulse function. Now find out G of 1 and G of 2. Next one, this is the message bit. Present state of the encoder. present state of the encoder M1, M2. Next state of the encoder M1, M2. Outputs X1 is equal to G of 1, X2 is equal to G of 2. Here X1, when X1 is equal to G of 1, input to the convolutional encoder is an impulse function. That means 1, 0, 0, 0, like that, so on. Initially, present state of the encoder is clear state, M1 and M2 is equal to 0. Here, X1 is equal to M exclusive or with M1 exclusive or with M2. M1 exclusive or with M2. And X2 is equal to M exclusive or with M2. M exclusive or with M2. Therefore, present state of the encoder, the first this M is shifted into M1, M1 is shifted into M2. Therefore, that means this is the 1, 0. Find out outputs X1 and X2. X1 means M exclusive or with 0, M1 exclusive or with M2. That means 1 exclusive or with 0, exclusive or with 0. That means X1 is 1. X2 is equal to M exclusive or with M2. 1 exclusive or with 0. That means 1. The next state of the encoder is the present state of the convolutional encoder for the given next input bit. That means next input bit is 0. 0, 1, 0. M exclusive or with M1 exclusive or with M2. That means 1. X2 is equal to M exclusive or with M2. The 0 exclusive or with 0 is 0. Here 0 is shifted to here, 1 is shifted to here, like that. Means 0, 1. Coming to third one, the next state of the encoder is acts as present state to the encoder for the next message input. For the next message input is 0, 0, 0, 1. Therefore, 0 exclusive or with 0 exclusive or with 1 is equal to 1. 0 exclusive or with 1 is 1. Therefore, 0 is shifted to here, 0 is shifted to here. That means 0, 0. This 0, 0 is the next state of the encoder. He acts as a present state of the encoder. 0, 0, 0. The next state is also 0, 0. Outputs are also 0, 0. These are the outputs of the convolutional encoder. This is the clear state of the convolutional encoder. This one is the clear state. Clear state of the convolutional encoder. Here G of 1 generator sequence is 1, 1, 1. G of 2 generator sequence is 1, 0, 1. When input to the convolutional encoder is an impulse function 1, 0, 0, 0, like that. Therefore, from that G of 1 is equal to G0 of 1, G1 of 1 and G2 of 1, that is equal to 1, 1, 1. G of 2 is equal to G0 of 2, G1 of 2, G2 of 2, that is equal to 1, 0, 1. They are the generator sequences. G of 1, this one, and G of 2, this 1, 0, 1. Another way, in simple way of defining generator matrix is this one is M, M1, M2, first modulo 2 adder, M is connected, present message bit is connected, previous first successive message bit is connected, M2 is also connected, this one is X1, here input 1, 0, 0 and so on. Only M and M2 bits are connected to second modulo 2 adder, this one is X2, X1 is G of 1, X2 is G of 2 when input to this convolutional encoder is 1, 0, 0. Consider this first modulo 2 adder, M bit and M1 bit and M2 bit. These 3 bits are connected to first modulo 2 adder. Therefore, whenever connection is there, that value is 1, 1, 1, 1. In case of second modulo 2 adder, only M and M2 bits are connected. M1 bit is not connected. That means open circuit condition. Therefore, M is connected to second modulo 2 adder, value is 1. M1 is not connected to second modulo 2 adder, is 0. M2 is connected, that means 1. This is the simple way of defining generator sequences. Next one, find out the generator matrix. Already in the previous video, I have explained generator matrix design concept. I will put this generator, this previous video in this description part of this video. G has dimensions K cross 2 into M plus L, where L is called as constraint length. Here in this example, K is equal to, in this example, K is equal to 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. In the message vector, M is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. 5. K is equal to 5. Constraint length L is equal to, here not constraint length, we use K. Did not require constraint length here. M is equal to 2 flip-flops. Therefore, dimensions of the G is 5 rows. 2 into M plus K. 5 plus 2, 7. Therefore, dimensions of that convolutional encoder is 5 rows and 14 columns. Here, G of 1 is equal to 1, 1, 1. G of 2 is equal to 1, 0, 1. This one is G0 of 1, G1 of 1, G1 of 2. G0 of 2, G1 of 2, G2 of 2. Therefore, a generator matrix G is equal to first G0 of 1, G0 of 2. That means first row framing 1, 1. Second 1, 1. because the number of input bits are n is equal to the number of output bits are 2 for the convolutional encoder. Therefore, group 2 bits 1 1. Next 1 0 1 1. First row completed. That means 5 rows and 14 columns. The next row is the next row of that means second row of G is identical with first row, but shifted by 2 places. 2 places means n for n is equal to 2, number of outputs of the convolutional encoder. That is the reason shifted by 2 places. 1 2. Again start with 1 1 1 0 1 1. Third row of the convolutional encoder again is shifted by 2 places. That means 1 1 1 0 1 1. Fourth row is 1 1 1 0 1 1. Fifth row is 1 1 1 0 1 1. The remaining elements are filled with 0 0 here 0 0. This is the third row. This is the fourth row. This is the fifth row. Here also this is the generator matrix. 1 2 3 4 5 5 rows, and the columns are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. This is the generator matrix design. Each row of G is identical to the preceding row, but shifted by n places. Here n is equal to 2 because the number of outputs of the convolutional encoder is are 2. Last one is find out the x. X is equal to m into G. Here m is the given message sequence is 1 0 0 1 1 into G. This is the G matrix. 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 is multiplied with, this is the row, this is the column, multiplied with first column. 1 into 1 1 exclusive or with the remaining are multiplied with 0 means 0. 1 exclusive or with 0 is 1. One. Next, second row, second column. Second column is multiplied with 1 0 0 1 1. Again, value is 1. Next one, third column is the third column is multiplied with this message vector. 1 into 1 1, 0 into 1 0, 0 into 0 0, 1 into 0 0, 1 into 0 0. Therefore, again 1 we will get 1. Like that, we will get 14 bits for the given message sequence. We will get the 14 bits. 11, 10, 11, 11, 01, 01, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is the X output of the convolutional encoder. These are the X1, X2, X1, X2, X1, X2, two outputs, X1, X2. The switch is here. The switch here, we use some switch. The switch rotation is like that. Finally, X output is generated. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel for the further updates. Thank you.